video. I hope you're all doing well. Let me just get a bit comfortable. Okay, so this one is about being on the flat earth. It's about your perspective. Just draw a bit more of background in. So basically, all of this stuff here, when the sun's going over, all it's doing, you've got a vanishing point. Your eyes work on a vanishing point. They're coming from four corners like this. So all you're doing, when you see a ship go over the horizon, it's simply going beyond your vanishing point. That's what it looks like. It's disappearing from the top down, because when it gets to the vanishing point, that's what's happening. Them lines converging, so the bottom comes up on itself and the top comes up at itself. It all squishes into the middle, so you get to this vanishing spot here. And all that's happening when the sun rises, the sun's a lot closer than you've been told. It's coming out of this vanishing point, and when you're stood here, so say this would be, let's turn this lamppost, so it's only a quick scribble. Let's turn this lamppost into me. So I'm drawing this through the camera. So okay, so there's a man. He's looking up there towards the sun. So what happens is the sun comes from the vanishing point, and while it's lower in the air, there's more atmosphere, so the sun appears larger, and you see this breaking of light as it comes through. That's because there's more atmosphere, because it's all density, and there's a lot more elements, denser elements, CO2, oxygen, nitrogen. They're all closer to the earth, and all the lighter elements, argon, helium, hydrogen, they've all been pushed to the top because they've got more space in their atoms, like this. So that'd be your nucleus. And say this is just an example, so that would be one of your denser ones, lower down, more space. Then like something like helium, for example, so he's not correct to the electrons to positrons. I just want you, it's just a sketch, just for an example. So they'd have more excited atoms, and there'd be the space between the electrons and the positrons would be a lot more. So what's happening is these ones are being squished down to the bottom, because these have got more space. They're being squished up because that's how it works. It's the nature of the universe. It's how it works, density and buoyancy. So getting back to the video, when the sun first appears into your vanishing point, it looks larger because there's more atmosphere, there's more ether for the light to go through. And then what happens is, as Mr. Sun moves his way over in the 12 hours, all he's doing is going from out your vanishing point there, closer and closer and closer and closer, until eventually, so this will be looking the other way now, so we flip round, so we've spun round now, so he's now looking this way. The sun's, but he wouldn't, he'd be looking that way again, according to like the way the picture's going to work. He's turned round, so it's gone over the top of him, and we've done a 180-degree turn, and now the sun is right above him, and he's going down, down, well away. It looks like it's going down, look, it's your perspective, till eventually it's the vanishing point again. That's all that's happening. So you're going like that, you're underneath here. That's all you're seeing happening. It's going from your vanishing point up to its midday, and then down to your vanishing point again, because it's a lot localer. It's only lighting so much of the flat plane up at once as it makes its daily spiral over the plane. It's all perspective. Do not get fooled by your eyes. You know that this lamppost there is the same size as that lamppost there. It's just perspective. This is how your eyes work, like the railway tracks, like the road, like them lampposts that I've drew there in the middle. Everything works on this way. So, you know, mountains in the background, you know, that's a whole mountain, but it looks as big as this sign here. It's just perspective. It's just the way your eyes work. You've got this vanishing point. It's like looking down a pyramid, and they know this, and they use everything they can against you. And you've got to get it in your head. When you realise these simple things, you start understanding the world you're in. All of this that you see is an illusion in your head. Everything outside, you close your eyes, it's gone. It's your brain reconstructing a hologram outside. You're a singularity within the light. I know it looks like it's outside, and stuff feels like it's out there. This board and this pen feels hard, sounds hard, but it's all just signals. It's all just signals of light going into my eye. And then Mr. Brain, it actually gets flipped over like, but your brain flips it back round again into an image, and you see it out here, but it's not. You close that eye, everything outside's gone. It needs that light coming in to organise it and construct this hologram outside. You're a singularity within inside of God. You're inside of the light. It's all encompassing, omnipotent, omnipresent. God's everywhere. Everything's energy. Everything's empty space. Atoms are 99.999% empty space. Then quarks that make atoms are the same. It's because it's all just electricity and energy. It's all just the air. It's all just electricity, and it's all just signals. And your brain receives it. We have a dodgy face. But yeah. So your brain just receives it and turns it into an image inside here. Close the eyes, everything's gone. Everything external is an internal image, and they use this against you. That's why when you're taking hallucinogenic substances, your brain can organise more of the energy that goes into your head. It can give you a clearer picture of what's outside. You get a better view of what's happening because there's more energy, or the same amount of energy is going into your eyes as normal, but your brain's able to organise it. It's using more of your brain, it's expanded it, and parts of your brain that don't normally work together start working together, and it allows you to put more of this hologram together in your head. So the external image that you get from your internal perspective and your internal image actually increases and gets bigger, and you see more of it. You can see the real energy in the air, and you can see the spiritual side of stuff that they're hiding, and that's all it is. They've just hid it all from you, and when you start getting back into it, it all starts coming back. It's not hard stuff. Put your blood over your intent, get up with your brethren, put your blood over your intent, spill your blood over the words, I intend to bring heaven to earth, or ushering heaven to earth, and publish it to the Ethernet beside your brethren, for the good of all, to free every man and woman from bondage. Because this movement, it's not, there's nothing stopping it. Nobody can stop us. This world's ours until your blood's beside ours. This world's ours. We can see what the fuck's up. We can see what's going on. I'm here as an extension of my Creator, with my brethren, to change this place. Because this place isn't the way it should be. It's all been manipulated. They've used this paper to siphon all of your energy and all of your material away from you. There's hardly anything I have a phone, a couple of things. For one, I ain't got no money, it don't interest me. I just love being outdoors. And for two, the things that I want, it's just cannabis, shrooms, it's just nature anyway. When I do get bits of money, I'll go and buy weed with it. It's because they've took that away from me. They know that it's something that you need and something that you should be able to have, and they've removed it. But yeah, back to the official, what I was doing it about. It is just perspective, so it goes up as it moves closer and more and more throughout the day. It looks like it's getting higher and higher. It's just moving closer and closer to you. And as it gets closer, because it's closer to you, things appear to get higher and bigger. That's just what happens. It's just that's the way perspective works, the way your head works. When you get your head around this and you grasp this, everything becomes a lot easier to understand. So, this isn't the best video. I'm just scribbling something down on the board, but all the evidence is there, all the proof's on YouTube. This is just another video, just sort of pointing out what's there for you to go and research on. Don't trust anything I say. I could be another fucking liar for all you know. Well, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. I don't lie. But the truth's there. All the evidence is there for you to research, and that's what it's about. You people doing the research and not being ignorant and accepting everything you've been told at face value. Because if you just accept what you've been told at face value and you just regurgitate somebody else's word, you've not done any research and you don't actually know anything. You just know what you've been told, and that's worthless. You only know something when you've learnt it and you've took the time to learn it yourself and you've evaluated the evidence and you've gone through truth and you've picked out lie and you've picked out fucking what may be and what may not be and what you think may be true you do more research into to find out whether it is or not, and what you think is a lie you research to make sure it is a lie. And it's all it's about. It's about going through the evidence, all the evidence now. It's the age of Aquarius, the age of information. All the information's there. The only thing stopping you from waking yourself up and getting out of this situation that you're in is you. You're your own worst enemy at the minute. You're being ignorant because you believe in everything you've been taught at face value, and that's exactly what they want you to do. And that's why some of us are having we're putting videos out and it's so hard trying to get through to some of you. You're that fucking arrogant because you think you know something but you don't know anything. You only know what you've been told, and I'm telling you that's worthless because they've only told you lies. Us that have done this, we've been looking into it and going through research for years. I don't watch the TV. I fucking hate the telly. I always did. There's a couple of things like I used to watch Family Guy on the night time. I don't even watch that anymore. I used to watch it to pick the clues out, and Simpsons to see what was coming up next because it had so much lesser magic in it. But I don't even bother with any telly anymore. I'm on YouTube all the time because YouTube's where all the information is. And yeah, there's loads of lies on there. But you've got a brain, you've got the capability of deciphering what is lies and what is truth, and that's all it's about. You need to just look through all the information and get yourself a truth pile and a fucking lie pile, and then this becomes easier and easier and easier to understand the truth as you go on. When you start picking out the lies and you get the basic principle of what's going on, you can see then, when you're back in touch with God and you're back in touch with Lucy, the Great Spirit, she makes these lies and these shills stand out like a sore fucking thumb, and the truth stands out like a sore thumb, but in a good way. You can easily see the division between it. You can see truth and you can see bullshit, and bullshit stands out. And we know what's bullshit and we know what's true, and we're just trying to inform you to help you people do the same. Hope you all have a good day anyway. I know for a fact I will. Love you all. Take it easy. Carry on with your spiritual path.